don't be alarmed, Vortex. We cry all the time. And there's nothing wrong with crying as long as you don't play the victim. Or manipulate people with your emotions, which is what most women do with their saline. It's amazing to me, like, how uncomfortable people get if somebody starts crying. That shit does not work on me. Whenever women start crying for attention and they think they're gonna get my sympathy, never fucking happens. I just give them a hanky and move on with my day. Because I got an arsenal of hankies. See, I don't fall for this garbage of, like, I'm a victim because I put myself in a bad situation and now I am receiving the consequences of that bad situation. I was talking to this woman recently that now I guess I consider her to be my friend. And I'm really grateful that we had this conversation. I talked to this girl for like 5 hours, dude. It's pretty awesome when you're able to have a conversation like that. Especially with somebody that you disagree with politically. And she's on the left. And, we were talking about abortion, and she told me that she's had an abortion. And I was just thinking about, like, the value of talking to people that, not just people that you disagree with, but people that have made decisions that are, a lot different than decisions that you've made. But, I told her, I used to be an alcoholic, and, when you mix booze and, vagina, that's not a positive equation. Like, the results of that are not good. And I'm not saying that, like, everybody that drinks is gonna make bad decisions, but you're a lot more likely to make bad decisions when you drink. And then if you enjoy drinking, which I most definitely did, you're gonna rationalize all those bad decisions because you want to keep drinking, And then you'll set all these limits on yourself, and you won't be able to maintain any of them because you're gonna become an alcoholic that wakes up and piss. Okay? I was reflecting on all these bad decisions that I used to make when I was a drunk. And I'm really grateful that none of them amounted to me ripping out my offspring. But she told me that after she had the abortion, people were trying to get her on antidepressants. And she said, I don't need an antidepressant, I just had an abortion. We set up the appointment for this car, okay? So in case you're wondering, did you do it? Yes. The appointment is on Monday, so calm down. Anyway. But she said something about how she gets really upset whenever she hears people, like, saying shit like, shout your abortion, because she's like, that's not something that you want to brag about. It's fucking horrible, and that shouldn't be encouraged, So, I think it's important to talk to people. It's important to talk to women that you would probably regard as scum because of things that they've done that are 100% due to the culture, okay? I mean, in order to have an abortion, one has to get pregnant. In order to get pregnant, one has to have sex. In order to have sex, one has to accept this idea that, like, being a degenerate, I mean, if you're not married or in a committed relationship, I mean, this girl, she told me that she used to be polyamorous. And she's like, that doesn't work. And she's like, I see all these people, like, it's a fad. It's like a trend now. And she's like, you're just throwing it away. I'm like, yeah, man. And that's the thing, like, people like us, we could make a much stronger case for, like, why this way of life is terrible. You know? But I think that people are so obsessed with, you know, labeling everybody and calling people names and exhibiting this moral superiority that they don't have the time to sit and talk to somebody that's made a really bad decision. They don't have the time to sit and talk to somebody that they disagree with and not try to win. You know, I mean, y'all can call me a fucking sap all you want, but I'm a real comedian, motherfucker. I mean, this is an art, though. It really is an art. Comedy. Most people can't do it because they're just so obsessed with themselves. They got their heads so far lodged up their own asshole that they can't smell anything else. So I'm not just tooting my own horn. Other people have tooted my horn for me, okay? Other people tell me, you're the only one that's still doing comedy. You're the only one that's actually taking risks. You're the only one that's, like, gives enough of a fuck to be ousted from the comedy scene and called names. I don't give a shit. All the people calling me names are fucking retarded. So who cares? Who cares what retarded people have to say about me? I don't. Did I have a work shirt? Yeah, it's in here. Okay, good.